morning. My name's Mize, and this is my dog Samson. And I'm going to share with you tonight the book that I wrote, Samson's Tale, which is the story of our dog Samson's experience in the DAWGS Prison Program. The DAWGS Prison Program is an amazing nonprofit organization in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, that takes dogs out of shelters and places them into prisons where the dogs live in a cell with their handler. They're trained all basic commands, and then they're adopted out to their forever family. When we first adopted Samson, I was so inspired by this program and all the amazing things that they do that I wanted to write this book to help educate, promote, and support the DAWGS Prison Program. So I'm going to share with you my story, Samson's Tale, tonight, and I really hope that you enjoy his story of second chances. Samson's Tale by Mize. As the van pulled up to a concrete building with a big metal gate, Samson's tummy dropped. Would this be better than the shelter or worse? The building had tall fences and a sign that read Birchwood Prison. The gate swung open and the van pulled in. Samson was now a prison dog. The inmate who Samson would be living with for the next month and a half was named Trevor. When Samson first saw the mountain of a man that Trevor was, he shrank and pinned his tail down between his legs. Trevor had dark hair and tattoos covering both of his arms. His eyes were sad and his forehead showed lines from stress and worry. Trevor had not smiled since he entered the prison almost 5 months ago. His voice was strong but gentle as he offered his hand for Samson to sniff. Look at Samson's face there. How is he looking? He's looking kind of scared, kind of worried, isn't he? During their first few days together, Trevor and Samson spent most of their free time in their cell. They both preferred to stay to themselves, withdrawn from the daily prison routines. They soon grew to appreciate that they were no longer alone. Bang, crash, crash, bang. One night, it was especially loud, and all the banging and yelling made Samson shake. Trevor reached down and scooped Samson up in his arms, and Samson finally felt safe. Sometimes when they were both alone, Trevor spoke about his life before prison. They both had spent time out on the streets, and now they just wanted to find love. Trevor wanted something to be passionate and excited about, and Samson wanted the love of a forever family. The prison guard yelled, "Lights out!" and Trevor rubbed Samson's soft ears and smiled for the first time in a very long time. Part of being a prison dog meant weekly training sessions with Trevor and all the other dogs and inmates. The dogs learned sit, stay, down, heel, off, and leave it to prepare them for adoption. At first, Samson would feel sick as he walked out into the yard. The strange dogs and new people made him tremble, his tail between his legs. Samson struggled to understand what Trevor wanted. His worries made him breathe quickly, his tongue hanging out wide-eyed. "It's okay, Samson, you're fine," Trevor said, trying to soothe Samson's nerves. But after about a week of training, Samson started to feel more comfortable and sat down on command. Trevor looked excited, gave him a treat, and said, "Good boy." Samson felt proud for the first time. From then on, whenever Trevor said yes and gave him more treats, Samson's ears stood up and his tail gave a little wag. There he's looking much happier, much more confident. So is Trevor. Look at that big smile on his face. Samson and Trevor were becoming best friends. They were both learning a lot and even became the stars of the prison program. Trevor was smiling, making friends, and even helping other inmates with their dog training. And Samson's tail was wagging all the time. One night, as they were just about to fall asleep, Trevor whispered, "Samson, thanks to you, I finally found what I love. I'm going to be a dog trainer when I get out of here next month." Look at how confident and happy they both look now. What a big change from the beginning of the book. One cool rainy day, Samson was taken out of his cell without Trevor. Before he left, he looked up at his friend one last time. Trevor knelt down and Samson raised his paw to shake, one of the many tricks that Trevor had taught him. "You're ready, little buddy. Good luck," Trevor said, beaming. I wonder where he's going. Any guesses? Any predictions? Samson looked over his shoulder as he pranced out the door. A happy couple stood outside. They had big smiles and friendly voices. Samson perked his ears and wagged his tail. Trevor had given him confidence. He was ready for the love of a forever family. Any guesses who the happy couple is? "I love him," the woman said. "He'll be the perfect addition to our family," the man answered. Samson wagged his tail like crazy as they put him in the back of their car. Look familiar? It's myself and my husband, Brian. It was a long drive home, and Samson fell asleep a couple of times. He dreamed of his new life and of Trevor and smiled because he knew that they both had found the love they had always wanted. So that was my book, Samson's Tale, the story of our dog Samson's experience in the DAWGS Prison Program. I hope you enjoyed his story of second chances, and I hope you enjoyed hearing me read my book this evening. I hope you have a great night, sweet dreams, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.